Hanna, John Joseph Hanna, born and bred here in Donegal town, born on 13th of March 1944, right? My father came from Belfast, and you just mentioned you cycled from Belfast. We're the second man that came to this factory from Belfast. But my father done it. He was born in 1905, Dad, right? And when he was 19, he decided, he answered an ad in the newspaper where there was a position for an apprentice tailor, wrote, got an interview. So he left Belfast on his bicycle on a Sunday morning, but he worked 6 days a week. You know, he was born an orphan boy and left on the doorsteps of an orphanage when he was only 6 hours old in Belfast, and the Convent of Mercy nuns, they reared him until he was 6 years old, and they handed him over to the De La Salle Christian Brothers, who gave him his education. And when he was 9 and 10, if a button fell off their jacket, he would ask if he could sew the button on. So from a very early stage he was showing, you know, the interest in garments and traditional trades and tailoring. So when he was 12, when he got his summer holidays, he used to work for as an apprentice tailor for a company called Clark's on the Falls Road. When he left school at 14, then he went down and got a job full-time with this company. But he left that company when he was 19 and came to work in Donegal town for a tailor here. He never left Donegal after that, right? And he married my mother when she was 19, he was 27, and had 11 kids, 7 girls and 4 boys. And the trade has continued on and on since that. It's now in the 3rd generation, and my father died in 1985, and but I've been in here since, on the 10th of October of this year, I'll be 50 years in Hanna hats. It's a long time. A lot of buttons sewn on by then. Heads is the most special thing. And when my father was being interviewed back in 1973 by a reporter from one of the national newspapers, he said to my father, Dave, he says, how long do you think these hats will last? And his reply was, as long as people have heads. But together with that is to be innovative, to be creative, new designs of tweeds, new colours of tweeds, the changes of the hat and cap. The style has changed dramatically over the years, from the walking hats and walking caps and country caps. See that hat there? A young guy of 18 years of age, right? He's dead now, right? He became attached to the World Banking Federation of Ireland. His father brought him in here for a hat when he was going to university, when he was 18 years of age. And he wore it all over the world as his fishing hat. And 3 years before he died, he came in here and gave it to me a present. He says, your dad made that for me. Yeah? So that's that. One of the first ones we made, look. But anyway, Hanna hats are in love with the product. And I think that's what has kept Hanna hats here. It's the dying type of tradition within something that we've inherited deeply within ourselves, that is unescapable. You just cannot get away from it. It's a love and desire to create and design something and take it out to a show and see somebody saying, I'll have a few dozen, and then it explodes from there into different shops and mail order houses such as LL Bean, Freeport, Maine, Orvis Company in Vermont, or going into Bond Street in London, or Paris or Germany or Japan. So that's the drive. The drive is passion and pride. You know, when you take on a heritage, you know, that you were born with it in your blood and you carry it on, then that's the driving force. But if you haven't got the respect and love for the garment and the tweed and to nurture that and put it all together, then you ain't going to go anywhere. And I think that has died in a lot of companies in Ireland and England and the world over. That's what has died. I think, you know, traditionally, if small and smaller and medium-sized companies who have had that in the past can relight that, you know, ignite it again and get that drive in and passion and pride, then there is a great vacuum there in the world today for great products that come with that passion. But the passion will be seen in the finished product. and there is a market there for it, and I think it can be re-established, and employment can go on the upscale again if we can instill that in the minds of people again.